the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Hoping everybody can hear me. Hoping everybody can hear me well. So I'm at Six Flags Amusement Park, and I'm looking around. Now I'm in the Northeast. Today is Sunday. Sunday, and all the kids, if you see any kids go by me, they all have to go to school tomorrow. So they can't hang out too long. Let me check. Matter of fact, let me check to see what time it is. I could tell you, okay, so it's 3 minutes to 6, 3 minutes to 6 p.m. So, so all these kids are gonna have to head home soon and and get ready to go to bed to go to school tomorrow. You can see that there are people here, right? Of course, it's not packed like it has been, and I know it has been packed because my wife brings the kids here every weekend, and it gets packed. It gets packed here. It gets packed on a Friday. Well, before it was before school started, this place was packed on a regular basis. Definitely on Fridays and Saturdays, and even on Sundays. But even during the weekday, there was a substantial amount of people, according to my wife. What are all these people doing here when the economy is bad? These are the types of questions that a good investor would ask himself. Where are all these people getting this money to come here? Because it's not cheap. Listen, it's not cheap. A trip to Six Flags is not cheap. You can't bring food from the outside. So if you're hungry, you gotta buy the food here, and it is expensive. Where are these people? Where are these people getting the money? The economy is bad. Where are these people getting the money? Unless this narrative about the economy being bad is inaccurate. That's the only way you can explain that. The narrative that's being pushed out there is inaccurate. The economy is not bad. There are people that do have money. And let me tell you something. I'm looking around, and I know the area. I can see what demographic these people are from. And I can tell you right now, these aren't wealthy people here. These are not wealthy people. So, and I've also recorded, well, I recorded one area where there were brand new warehouses being built. But there are tons of areas that have brand new warehouses. A lot of areas that have brand new warehouses. And I'm gonna tell you right now, these warehouses that are being built, these warehouses that are being built are being built by investors, and they're not just gonna invest in these structures, in these locations, purchasing the land, building the structures without doing the homework and and anticipating a return off their investment. They're not just going to do that. So all these warehouses that are being built You gotta at least wonder. You have to at least wonder. So as an investor, you have to educate yourself if you want to succeed. You have to educate yourself. You cannot be falling prey to misinformation, to propaganda. You just can't. And you don't have to become a successful investor. You can be a poor investor if you want to. You can be a lackluster or become an investor just for the sake of saying you're an investor and not succeed at all, not excel, not do well. You don't have to. Look at this line over my shoulder. Look at this line. It's 6 o'clock. It's after 6 p.m. on a Sunday when there's school tomorrow, and people are here spending money. Okay, this isn't the reason why I wanted to do this video, but it did grab my attention. I wasn't expecting to see these people here or this many people here on a Sunday when there's school the next day. I wasn't expecting this. I was watching and listening to a video by one of the members of the Facebook group that I'm a part of, the All Bomb Lady. The All Bomb Lady is an entrepreneur, and we have a few entrepreneurs in the Facebook group. We have a few of them. But today's video caught my attention because of a comment that was made on her video. There was a comment made by another member of the Facebook group suggesting that the All Bomb Lady is due for a vacation because she works so hard. That comment caught my attention. The All Bomb Lady and her husband are small business owners. Many, many business owners, small business owners in particular, have family, friends perhaps, that think that they've got it easy because they're business owners. So here's what tends to happen. People who work as an employee for an employer have a tendency of perceiving crossing over into business ownership as an easier life. Little do they know that it's just the opposite. It's not unusual to find, if you cross over into the business ownership, it's not unusual to discover that you're working many more hours than the average employee does. Many more. You had your 40-hour a week job. You punched in, you punched out. After you punched out, that was it. Time to go. Everything stayed behind. That's not the case with a small business. With a small business, there is no punching out. You punch in and there's no punching out. Anything can happen at any time. And if you were to log the amount of hours that you actually worked for your business, you will discover that you are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. There is no punching out. You work Saturdays, you work Sundays. One day represents cash that doesn't come into your bank account. One day. And that one day might make a difference depending on what's going on at the moment. Where are they getting the money? So the all bomb lady was, and by the way, the link to her channel is on the description below. Don't hesitate to go there and give her some support. And so she was talking about packing up some luggage, packing up some luggage to take a trip with her and her husband on a business trip to another state. She's from Ohio. She's headed over to Arizona. That's not free. And it's not a pleasure trip. She's going to go and she is going to work her business. So it's not all fun and games once you establish your business. I got the professor who's making that transition. She may not she may not leave her job, but she's definitely transitioning from being an employee. Well, she's not going to transition. She's going to incorporate a business. And when she incorporates her business, that's when she's going to discover that it's not, yeah, that it's not all it's not all fun and games when you get involved in business. Her situation is going to be different from the all bomb lady because if I'm not mistaken, or I could be wrong, but I think the all bomb lady and her husband are all in. So they support themselves through their business. Whereas the professor has her job and she'll have her business. However, again, maybe the professor's approaching this like a hobby, but she will discover that there's more potential more potential with this business that she's gonna create, and there are not gonna be enough hours in a day. That's just how business is. So if you're under the impression that starting a small business means that you're immediately going to become rich and you're going to have all the time in the world, and and you're going to be able to and you're going to be able to and you're just going to be able to travel the world. You're going to be able to just travel the world whenever you want. You you might be surprised to find out that it doesn't work like that for the most part, unless you're born into money. Doesn't work like that. So let me leave you with this for now. I'll get into more. I'll get in depth some more with about business and all these things. Right now I'm right now Right now, I'm a little busy. So stay fresh and keep it profitable. Peace.